Hey everyone, this is the LEGO Friends Nova's Doghouse build. It's a new polybag for 2025, and I'm going to build it without the instructions. Here's another look at the front of the polybag. It tells you can watch the series online to know the story behind the characters. And on the back, you get a coupon for kids to go to Legoland with a paying adult. There are instructions provided if you want to use them, however, I will not use them. Here are all the parts included in the set, including notably Nova and her new dog, as well as some printed pieces right here. And the rest of the pieces are pretty standard, but I like the variety of colors. And these are the extra pieces. Note that there's two sunglasses here. They're both extra, in addition to the standard one, so that's pretty interesting. All right, let's put it together. And we're done with the build. There's one mini doll included in the set, and that is Nova. She is a LEGO friend who really likes dogs as well as gaming. She has a very big smile right here because she has a new pet, probably, and she's building a doghouse for him or her. So that's pretty nice. I like the sunglasses at the top. I also like the new torso with the printed dog on it that just goes all the way around. And I don't know if LEGO usually prints these things 360 degrees, but I'm surprised they did it here for a polybag. So probably this piece is going to be used again in other sets. So yeah, you see the dog. I'll spin it one more time. This is the head. And it goes all the way around. It's a bit pixelated too, so it's a very interesting torso piece. I wish LEGO minifigures would be able to get pieces like this in the near future. Other than that, it's a pretty standard mini doll. I think we've seen the legs before. And yeah, there's limited articulation. Like the mini doll can go up and down, but you cannot move the legs separately like a minifigure. That's why I still prefer LEGO minifigures. But what we got here is good, especially for the target audience of 5+ kids. Mostly girls, to be honest, but there's nothing wrong with that. The dog is smiling as well, with a very cute smile. And he fits on just one stud, so it's a pretty small dog. But I do like the details that they fit onto him or her. You see the wrinkles on the body, so that's very nice. And yeah, it's a cute little thing to get with a small polybag. And on top of that, because it's a LEGO Friends animal, it has room for an accessory, such as the sunglasses. So if you want, you can make the dog wear the sunglasses. I think that's pretty funny. The other things we get in the set are loose parts and side builds. So going through them quickly, here we have a paintbrush in yellow. This actually rolls, so that's pretty nice. We have here this hammer piece, which is likely used to construct the dollhouse. We have this piece that's actually new for 2025. It's a yarn piece. And it fits a Technic axle connector, so it's a very versatile piece in addition to fitting on top of a stud like this. So that's pretty cool. I really wish that LEGO included this piece in the Tudor corner, the big modular building that costs way more than this polybag. But if you want to fix that, at least the polybag is an easy way to get this piece. So I will be swapping that piece for this one at some point. Here's some dog food and water. We've seen this many times before, but I guess it's standard to give the dog something to eat and drink. And here's one more can of paint. Here is what looks to be a workbench where we have this log here with some nails already put into it because of the print. And so we can imagine that maybe Nova is putting the nails onto this board, although it doesn't really make sense, or that she's painting it as shown in the polybag art, but it's not actually getting painted. So you got to use your imagination a little bit here and try to imagine that this piece becomes this piece right here, painted in yellow and ready to go, and this is the actual doghouse. It looks to be either complete or close to complete. So we have here basically a ramp that's very steep, too steep. I think LEGO should have used a different piece here to make it more reasonable for the dog to access it. And here we have two studs, so you can potentially accommodate two dogs here. There's a bone here at the top for decoration, but at least you get an extra bone to use to give to the dog itself if you want to do that. And then the color scheme here, I think the coral is a bit out of place. Everything else makes sense to me except for the coral. I like this color used in other contexts, but just not here. They're good pieces to get, and I get that for the target audience this is fine, but I just don't like seeing the coral and the yellowish green next to each other. This does not really make that much sense to me in terms of color schemes, but it's only a couple pieces. They're easily changeable, and I understand I'm not the target audience for this set. So basically put the dog in here, although here he's going to be impacted by the rain, so I'd prefer to put him in the frontmost stud, and this also looks better from the front. So yeah, that's a good look right there. So if I don't see the green, if I look at it like this, I just see blue, coral, yellow, green. I don't see this, and actually this looks fine to me. This looks fine to me. Yeah, you get the idea. So you get all this stuff for a polybag that costs $5 US, $6 Canadian, the mini doll plus all this stuff. So I think the value is there. Of course, we can always nitpick, but I think for the target audience, they're going to be very happy with this set as a gift, or maybe you will be happy with it as a gift if LEGO gives it to you as a gift during certain promotional periods. Otherwise, you can buy it for a relatively low price. So yeah, I'm generally happy with this. I'm not the target audience, but I got all the polybags for January, including this one, and I can reuse these pieces in my own build. And yeah, the mini doll, I'll probably reuse it somewhere as a mannequin or something like that. And the dog can be used as a stuffed animal for my own creations. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. And finally, I'll point out the packaging for this. Even though it's a 2025 polybag, it's using the old style of LEGO Friends. So this is the teal that was in use in 2023 and 2024 for the box sets. But in 2025, those switched to be more of a purple style, so it's kind of a return to form for how things used to be in 2022 and prior years. I don't know why the polybags have not followed suit. Maybe they designed them way early on, and by the time they were producing them, it was too late to change them again. That's one possible theory, or maybe there's some other reason why the polybags are intentionally using the old art. If you do know for sure, comment down below. So that's all I have to say for this set. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.